Hey guys, Michelle here. Today's video for you is another really quick and easy one that, as you can see, you can do sitting on your chair. So this is another good one for the office workers or anytime really. You can just take a break during your day, but instead of having to get down on the floor, you can just take a seat and do a few stretches here with me to get rid of tension, release neck, shoulders, and hips a little bit as well we're going to do today. So begin by sitting tall. You can just rest your hands on your knees however you want to. Start with a big breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. You might even like to close your eyes. We're going to do that twice more. 2 more nice full breaths into the belly. As you exhale, feel your shoulders relax. And then one more time. And then let your breathing be easy. I'm going to invite you to sit up tall in your chair rather than sitting back and leaning against the back of your chair. So lengthen the spine. And just really gently in your own time, turn the head from side to side a few times. And we're going to see if we can keep the shoulders really still. So we're not letting the torso turn into this movement, just moving through the neck. Take it slowly. Remember to breathe. Just do one more on each side. And when you come back to the center, side to side again, this time we're tipping the head. So see if you can keep your shoulders level. We don't want to collapse down on that one side. Up in the center and over to the other side. And again, don't go too quickly. Just in your own time. A little bit of a stretch into the side of the neck each time. And this time, as I take my head over, I'm going to actually pause there. So I'm going to tip the head to one side, relax your shoulders, stay tall through the spine. See how that feels. You should be getting some stretch here on the opposite side of the neck and top of the shoulder. If you want a little more, take that hand, flex at the wrist so you're pulling your fingertips back up towards you and push away towards the floor through the palm of the hand, or more through the heel of the hand actually. And keep the head tipped to the opposite side there. So you should get a little more stretch into the neck and even down through the arm. Just releasing some of the tension that builds up through the neck, the shoulder. And gently release that one, and we'll do the same on the other side. So grow tall through the crown of the head. Tip your head to the opposite side. Melt your shoulders, make sure you're not scrunching up there. And see how that feels. If you want a little more, take the hand, push away through the heel of the hand. So you're quite active through that arm, and feel how that increases the feeling of the stretch through the side of the neck and into the top of the shoulder. Maybe through the upper arm. You might feel it all the way down. You might get a little bit of tingling. There's a lot of nerves through from the spine down through the arm, and they can get a little scrunched up. So this will help to release all of those nerves. And if you spend a lot of time on a keyboard, this is a good one. And then we'll release. Give your shoulders a couple of little easy rolls. And then get them moving a little alternating pattern. So we let the spine start to move with that a little bit as well. Get them going the other way. And then roll them both together backwards a few times. Brilliant. Okay, we're going to take a little twist into the spine. So let's move forward a little bit on our chair. Feet a little bit apart and feet just under the knees. You're going to take one hand behind you just on the side of the chair. If you can't see that, I'm just resting it on the side of the chair behind me there. We're going to take the other arm up with an inhale, sitting really tall. Try to lift your rib cage off your pelvis. And then turn towards that back arm just as far as you feel comfortable through the spine there. Draw in a little through your belly. And we're going to bring that hand down to the opposite knee. Melt your shoulders and rise up through the crown. Let the weight be heavy in the sit bones, so we're not pushing ourselves up off the chair, but we are lifting up through the spine and feeling lightness in the spine and feeling that action of the whole rib cage coming up and around into that twist. We'll just do one more full breath here. And then you can gently unwind. And from the centre, we'll go to the other side. So pop the hand down the side of the chair. Inhale as you bring your other arm up. Feel the rib cage lift. Feel the spine lengthen and lighten. And exhale. Draw your belly in. Feel the front ribs hug in towards the front of the spine as you move into your twist. Hand comes to the opposite knee. And the head just turns into that twist as far as your neck feels comfortable. We don't want to be forceful with that action through the neck. We don't want to be forceful with the action through the twist at all. So engaging into the belly to pull you around into the twist rather than using this front arm. It's just resting there to sort of hold you in position, not to crank you further round into the twist. And one more full breath, nice and easy. And then we'll gently unwind. Interlace the hands, turn your palms away, breathe your arms up. Find a little side bend one way, lifting up and over, trying to keep the weight down through both sit bones. And we'll inhale back to the centre. And we'll exhale to the other side. We'll do that again on each side, up with the breath. Exhaling over. And just once more, inhale up with the breath. Exhale over. And then up with the breath. Give the arms a little shake as you release them down. Okay, we're going to finish with a hip twist here. If you're sitting at your desk and you've got a skirt on, this one might not be a good one, but see how you go. We're going to cross one ankle over the other knee. We're going to flex at the foot there, so flexing at the ankle to pull the toes towards the knee, and that's going to provide some stability up into the knee. Try to release down into the hip, and you want to sit up, lengthen up out of your waist. See how that feels in your hip, and if you feel like you need a little more, I'll just turn sideways so you can see. You're going to lift and you're going to roll the whole pelvis forward to start coming forward. So we want to maintain the neutral shape in the lumbar spine rather than leaving the pelvis behind and coming forward in this sort of shape here. Okay? So lifting up out of the waist, rolling the pelvis over the femurs there, over the tops of the thigh bones, and just finding a bit of stretch there. You should feel that into that hip, maybe round into your butt on that side, maybe even a little into the lower back. So just breathing there. Find your sense of lengthening your crown away from your tailbone. And just allow the neck to line up with the rest of the spine. We don't want to be looking up and gazing at the wall in front of us and putting a big kink in our neck here. So keeping, as best you can, keeping a sense that the neck is in agreement with the rest of the spine. We're just going to finish our breath here. And then come on up when you're ready. And you're going to change sides there. I'll just pop around the other way. So the other heel comes up, or ankle comes up across the knee, I should say, flexing at the foot, so that nice strong action at the ankle. Releasing through the hip, just letting it soften, letting the knee drop down. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And see how that feels. If you need a little more, if you're not feeling much there, just roll forward gently until you start to feel that stretch. So remember, when we go for a stretch, we're not going for our absolute maximum. We want to work with about 80% of what would be your maximum so that you can get into it and you can hold it and you can breathe. You don't want to be in a position that feels super intense or super extreme for you, certainly nothing that's painful. So let's stay here for a couple more breaths, lifting out of the waist, lengthening through the crown and the tailbone. And then finish your breath. And come on. Release that leg off there and just give your legs a little bit of a wiggle. And that's all I've got for you guys today. So I hope you found it helpful. Please feel free to leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought of it. Let me know what's helpful, what's not helpful, and what you'd like to see next time. Until then, see ya.